Welcome to the Valley Voices. I'm your host, Christina Wagner. Today I have a special co-host that's going to be helping me out, Daniela. Hello. Thank you for coming in with me.
Thank you, Christina. How are you today?
I'm fabulous. You know, in January, was it January that you were a guest on my show?
Yes, in January at the Barrett Jackson Lifestyle Pavilion.
Yes, and we were talking about your pet sitting company, which was fantastic. And I told you how much fun it is to do radio. And now you have your own radio show.
Yes, I kind of got bit by the bug, I suppose, and decided to take the bull by its horns, of course, under inspiration from the Christina Wagner. And I started Bark Soup with Joshua Carey, who is a fellow pet industry business owner in New Jersey. And we started Bark Soup, and it's pretty cool. It's for any pet business across the country. We do a whole bunch of current topics for the first 15 minutes, and then we open it up to a whole bunch of questions that just deal with business questions in the pet industry.
So if people are a pet owner, this really isn't targeted to them?
Not really, no. It's mainly for anyone in the pet business. So pet stores, pet groomers, mobile groomers, pet sitters, poop scoopers, which is actually a huge industry. And it's all, under the housing of petsitting.tv. That's where we post all our shows. So.
And your website is?
Petsitting.tv, and we're also on Facebook at facebook.com/barksoup.
You are all over Facebook. You know, on this show, the Valley Voices, if you haven't been listening for a long time, typically what I cover is the lighter side of the events that are going on in the Valley. And today we're going to delve into, here's the thing. Before we go to what we're going to talk about, this past week, there were some really tragic events that happened here in the Valley.
Yes.
An entire family was taken out by a person, and I don't even want to talk about him. What I want to focus in on is the fact that that event happened, and it seemed like everywhere I looked all week, every radio station, they kept talking about it and kept talking about it. It made national news.
Yes.
So once again, Arizona is showing up in the national news, and it's not for the great things that are happening here in the Valley.
Yes.
Now, simultaneously last week, I was at two great events, and one of them was put on by the Knights of Columbus, benefiting St. Vincent de Paul. I had the opportunity to MC a fashion show, which was something I'd never done before. And
I saw that. That was a fantastic job.
They raised $300,000.
Oh, my goodness.
For St. Vincent de Paul.
Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable. And so I kept thinking, why isn't this showing up in the news everywhere? Then we had Gabriel's Angels, which I know you are a part of.
That was just such an incredible breakfast, Christina. Didn't you love that?
I did. That was my second time attending, and Gabriel's Angels uses pet therapy dogs to help kids, which is just, I've got chills just thinking about all the good work that they do. And I kept finding that, there's good things happening here in the Valley. And am I the only one that's the seeker of good news?
I think you're the brave soul that rises above it and makes your voice be heard. And I think you get a big commending for really putting a voice to the positive news in the Valley, because this is something that is going to take you so far, and more people need to hear about it. There's so much tragedy in the world, and having a show like this that's really the light at the end of the tunnel, Christina, I got to hand it to you.
Thank you.
Just have so much respect for you.
Yeah, I echo that.
Thank you.
Christina.
Thank you. Well, that's not to say that we need to put our head in the sand and not look at the things that are real and that are happening here. And I'm a big fan of people that have a story. Well, everyone has a story. And,
Right. Yes.
and when we take our story and we're brave enough to put it out there and share it with people so that we can educate other people, that takes a lot of courage and a lot of strength. And my guest today, Tanya Allen, has done just that, and I applaud you for having the courage to do that.
Thank you.
Tanya, thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And we also have Tiffany Mariah Huff,
Thank you.
which is here in studio with us. Before we get to Tiffany, let's talk about Tanya. Tanya, you have a performance that's coming up on the 12th of May at Chandler Center for the Arts, and it's Triumph Over Tragedy.
Yes.
Now, this is your story.
It's my story.
So let's share your story.
It's my story. It's my life. At the age of 6, I was sexually abused by my uncle until I reached the age of 10. and it really depicts my life story, not just from the childhood sexual abuse experience, but just from other levels of tragedy that I experienced because of that throughout my teenage years, throughout my young adult years, and even throughout, I would say, my 30s. So it really is a story of triumph over multiple tragedies.
What was, were you, did you have the experience, wow, this is a tough topic to cover today. Did you have the experience of sharing what happened with family members, and how was that received?
I did. How it was received and how it is received, I should say, not very well. I unfortunately don't have the best relationship with my family. I've kind of been ostracized because of my voice, because I choose to triumph over the tragedy, because I choose to speak out over it. And unfortunately, you know, we can look at that in two different arenas, if you will. We can look at it as, wow, she's still in the tragedy because she's lost her family now, or we can really look at it as, wow, she's really triumphing because she's lost her family in the midst of it. And that's how I kind of have chosen to look at it. You know, it's bigger than me. It needs to reach more people than just it healing me. There's so many people out there that needs to be healed from it. And I think by me telling my story, even if I just reach one person, then I've fulfilled my purpose in life.
Absolutely.
In the very few minutes that I've met you, I mean, it's very clear that you are a brave woman
Thank you.
who is courageous, with the glass not half full but overflowing.
Wow.
And
Wow.
it just amazes me being here with you.
Wow.
Um,
Remember Satchmo, right?
Sure.
Louis Armstrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, of
That
course.
guy did. Hello, Jolly. Hello, Jolly. It's so nice to have you back where you belong.
Woo!
But anyway, that's not country.
I
But
love it. That's fantastic. He is one jolly person.
I have him saved in my phone as Santa Claus.
I get it. You just
we
be
had
so
a good
fun to
time
watch.
with that, didn't we?
We did. I was doing an event and I needed somebody to show up as Santa Claus, and you just killed it.
Yeah, my
A man
beard
of-
was a bit longer, and
A man of many talents.
oh, I try to. I know you want to get into this anyway, but I do. I'm an actor also, and I don't know, call it ego. I've got lots of it.
I think it's talent in being colorful.
You know what? I think there's more people in the valley that would benefit by just admitting
Right.
A
No,
Devo.
he said, did you say Devo or ego?
She says Devo instead of diva. Devo.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Sammy says.
All right. So Phoenix Comic-Con.
Phoenix Comic Con is coming up the end of this month, I believe the 24th through the 27th, and I'm part of the web series called Western X, and two of our episodes will be premiering at Comic Con. I'll be there along with hundreds of other actors, some very famous actors, and I'm looking forward to it. I'd like to see everybody come on out there, and
Now, where does this take place at?
it takes place at the Phoenix Convention Center, and I believe it's a Radisson Hotel
Okay.
downtown, and that's 24th through the 27th. And Western X, you can see some of it on YouTube, or you can go to westernx.com, or you can catch it on Coldcast TV, which is an internet TV network. So
Is it what?
his scheme of getting rid of other things. So it's quite a movie, and I'd invite everybody to look it up on the web and look at it. You don't have to leave your chair. Just
The episodes look pretty short. This one I just pulled up, it's only 6 or 7 minutes.
yeah,
Right?
they get a little longer as they go along. The last one was 12 minutes. My next episode is going to be almost 20 minutes. So
And
they get
where do you shoot this? Here in the valley?
all over the valley. We've done part of it out in Gold Canyon. We did part of it, a place called Goldfield City out there. A lot of it's done green screen. Michael Flores, the producer and director of it, actually built a scene probably the size of this room in his garage.
Wow.
So a lot of the scenes you see in the film do not exist. And I asked him why, and he said because most of the picturesque scenes in Arizona have already been filmed.
Oh.
Well, I'm looking at Bella pulled it up on her laptop, and I'm looking at some of the backgrounds, and it looks amazing. And it doesn't have that. Sometimes green screens aren't done well, and this is clearly done very well.
This looks like
Authentic-looking cowboys. Are there cowgirls in this?
There is. There is.
You know, if you guys ever need a couple stand-in cowgirls, I know of a few.
Hey, y'all.
Well,
I can hitch my horse up to you.
Kaylee Alizano, an actress, plays my, shall we say, surrogate daughter in this. Her family was killed by the Blackcoats, and I kind of took her in. And in this thing, her thing is revenge on the Blackcoats, so I'm constantly trying to keep her from getting in trouble also.
So Ed, how often does this air on YouTube or the website? And
Well, it's on continually.
well, I mean, like new episodes.
Well, been trying to get them out like one a month at this present time. But
And who are your followers? Who are your typical followers? Like the Comic-Con sector, or
yes,
And Comic-Con, for those of you who don't know, 'cause
comedy, and well, actually, it's about comic books. And as I said, it's kind of hard to define this show because it has cowboys, cowgirls, soldiers, zombies.
I didn't know there were zombies in the West.
You know, it's kind of a supernatural Western.
Interesting.
And so it's real hard to define, but we've gotten great reviews. We've won several awards already.
Wow,
I
congratulations.
can't wait to check it out. My favorite show in the entire world that I'm totally addicted to, and my kids make fun of me, is the show Supernatural. So, yeah, I can't wait to check out your.
It's quite a show. I think you'll enjoy it, and the more it comes together, like I said, the episodes get a little longer and a little longer. So, they're kind of teasers at the moment.
You are a man of many talents, and I look forward to seeing you on May 10th at the Prescott Opry, 7 p.m., Elks Opera House, so that everyone can get their tickets, and that feel of the Grand Ole Opry right here in Arizona.
It'll be a monthly event, and if you go to Elks Opera House webpage, there's a complete list of all the dates on the page there, and they'll see our current poster for that month's entertainers on every month.
And on YouTube, people can actually hear you.
Yes, they can. Go to Ed Gary 1 on YouTube.
Ed Gary, the number one?
Number one.
The number one,
yeah.
YouTube. Okay.
And that's on, there's about 60, 65 videos there. If you just type in Ed Gary, you'll
to share, I would encourage you to go to that Facebook page, share your story, because I'm always looking for those good news, that the silver lining, if you will. I want to know about that. That's what really drives me, and that's what I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
So we'll leave the negativity to the other media.
We're so glad we have
There you
Christina to listen to.
And Bella, thank you. You're amazing. I so appreciate you coming.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me. This has been so much fun, and thank you so much to our guests. It was really a pleasure and very interesting learning about you, and I'm sure our listeners enjoyed that as well.
I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So hopefully everyone else did.
I got goosebumps. I laughed.
Well, I've got a big hat to go put on and head over to the Kentucky Derby.
Who are you rooting for? Do you know anyone yet?
I'm just excited about the hat.
Oh, okay.
We'll see you next week.